Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 10, our very last module of MA 215, Applied Statistics at Bellevue University. I'm Professor Brame, and before we get started on confidence intervals, I want to just give you the big overview of what we're doing. So 2 weeks ago, we learned about inference with proportions. So we learned confidence intervals, hypothesis testing, etc., all with proportions. Last week, we focused on the same topics, but with means instead, which meant instead of a normal model, now we're using the student's T model. Now this week, we're going to shift gears again, but if you understood the last 2 weeks, it's going to be very similar. So for this week, we are looking at two proportions, or two means, and sometimes those proportions will be independent, or means will be independent, and sometimes they will be paired, so we'll also focus on paired data. Now, there are only 5 videos this week, so please take your time and go through each of the 5. As we learn the material this week, I'm going to show you the calculations, but I'm not expecting any of the calculations on your case study, so I'm really going to focus on how to do all of these calculations in StatCrunch. At the very end of this PowerPoint, there are two parts of the slideshow that I essentially did not make videos for. The first is for StatCrunch, and I didn't do that because I'm going to show you StatCrunch as we do the questions together. The other is for the TI-84, and I chose not to make that video because most of you will use StatCrunch. However, the PowerPoint will be a good resource if you are a TI-84 user and you want to go back in and essentially teach yourself using the screenshots on those slides how to do all of the tests that you will learn this week using your TI-84. So let's get started.